Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Ream, Head of School at Wuhan Yangtze International School. I wanted to share a speech I gave recently on our philosophy as a school and why I think that WYIS is such an incredible place. Thanks for watching. What does the future hold? Self-driving cars, robots cooking our dinners, colonies on Mars? No one is certain, but it is likely that the jobs of tomorrow will look very differently from the jobs of today. Traditional education systems are designed for the industrial era. Students sitting in rows of desks while an all-knowing teacher taught lessons from the front. This was designed to prepare workers for factory jobs. Students were trained for minimal levels of universal competency and compliance. High-stakes testing sifted out students with specific skills necessary for certain jobs. But these tests do not measure everything that is valuable now for college, careers, and life. And these tests certainly should not be used to measure one's worth in society. So the best education needs to prepare students for uncertain futures with unknown jobs. How do we do this? Rote memorization has decreased in value as the amount of information and access to this information has increased tremendously. Understanding the basics of multiple disciplines is still essential. Students still need to learn math facts and increase their vocabulary, but additionally, the need for collaboration, teamwork, empathy, growth mindset, and self-understanding has increased as well. Perhaps most significantly, our students must be able to deconstruct information for truth and value and then apply their knowledge and learning to new situations. One element of education that is timeless but often overlooked is the emphasis on character education. Educating future leaders is futile if those leaders don't seek what is true, good, noble, and beautiful. One reason that I love WYIS is our focus on character education through the ISC 9 and our classes. In fact, character education program was an essential element of the school search for both jobs for me and my wife and our 3 children. I wanted to share a quick story that comes from an old Greek collection that was used to teach life lessons called Aesop's Fables. It's a story that one of my education mentors would frequently share to illustrate his educational philosophy. It's called The North Wind and the Sun. The north wind and the sun had an argument about which of them was stronger. While they were arguing with much heat and bluster, a traveler passed along the road wearing a long coat. "Let us agree," said the sun, "that he that is stronger is the one that can strip the traveler of his coat." "Very well," growled the north wind, and at once he sent a cold, howling wind against the traveler. With the first gust of wind, the ends of the coat of the traveler whipped about his body, but he immediately wrapped the coat around him tighter. The harder the wind blew, the tighter he held it to him. The north wind tore angrily at the coat, but all his efforts were in vain. Then the sun began to shine. At first his beams were gentle, and in the pleasant warmth after the bitter cold of the north wind, the traveler unfastened his coat and let it hang loosely from his shoulders. The sun's rays grew warmer and warmer. The man took off his hat and wiped the sweat from his brow. At last he became so hot that he pulled off his coat and, to escape the blazing sunshine, threw himself down in the welcome shade of a tree by the roadside. The lesson from this story is that kindness affects more than severity, and this is something we believe at WYIS. Of course, there are times at our school that discipline is necessary for our students, but we do it with the best students' long-term interests in mind. Visitors feel the difference of our educational philosophy and frequently comment on the difference when they tour our school. But our education philosophy is based on more than just feeling and kindness, and it can be summarized by the following 4 tenets. First, we believe in evidence-based standards of excellence. This means that we evaluate all our practices using the most recent research and data available. We strive for excellence in all that we do and look for tangible ways to measure this. This also means that we see things differently than other schools. We have passed on foreign teachers who we do not think have the credentials and background that we seek for educating our students. Second, we believe in active, student-centered learning. We think that education is more impactful if the students actively participate in the learning process. We also think that education should be interactive and enjoyable. Of course, this doesn't mean that students will love every moment of school or homework. But overall, we want students to enjoy the learning process so that they can become lifelong learners. Third, we believe in personalized, caring instruction. We want to know our students, understand their uniqueness, and challenge each of them to grow on their individual paths. We also believe that each child deserves to be loved, and we want them to feel that love from the staff here at the school every day. Finally, we believe in the balanced development of students' hearts, minds, and bodies. Education is more than just knowledge. As I mentioned before, character education is perhaps the most important thing that we do at the school. Additionally, we want our students to live healthy and successful lives. This means looking beyond college acceptance as a measure for success. Of course, college is important, but this is not the end goal for our students. We work hard. We work hard so that they all can thrive in life and be change agents for good in the world. We dream that they will not only be successful, but also that they will help make the world a better place. So that's what we're all about at WYIS, and this will continue to guide us. Under my service as your head of school, we will continue to refine how we deliver these elements of our program, but the core values of our philosophy will not change. You made the right choice to send your children to WYIS. Of all the schools in the world, this is where my wife and I want our children to learn and grow. So whether it's a colony on Mars or a job that hasn't yet been created, WYIS students will be prepared for the world of tomorrow. Thank you for entrusting us with the education of your precious gifts.